Hi, welcome back to Well, You Lost. I'm Emma and I'm here with Clay.
Hi.
Sadly, I was rooting for you.
Thank you.
I was really
Thanks,
worried.
I
told
appreciate
Lily
it.
the same thing.
I was happy for how far I made it. I made it to the merge. That was
It's great.
a good
Such
goal.
a goal.
So yeah.
Your first game especially.
Yeah.
So, what do you think happened? Was this a blindside or?
No, I saw it coming.
Yeah.
There were definitely some alliances from previous tribes that are still formed and still going.
Mm-hmm.
And I think especially after the groups switched, there became even tighter alliances between the two.
Mm-hmm.
And the green team, I believe they just have a really, really close bond, and they, I know, felt really threatened by the orange team, like the original four that we were, me, Christian, Ava, and Carlin. And I think I actually shot myself in the foot by going over to that group right after this challenge, because I just wanted to kind of like extend an olive branch and talk, because we don't really know each other very well.
Right.
And they started kind of questioning me about the dynamics of our group and things like that, and me not really thinking about them being in like some original groups with some people who are now on my team. Like,
Right.
I probably was like a fairly easy target at this point.
Right.
But I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So, now that we're in merge, are there lines drawn? Are there two opposing sides, or everyone's still in the free-for-all?
It's still kind of a free-for-all, but there's definitely, I'm convinced that Olivia has some sort of power over some of the people from her previous tribe. I see a lot of them sort of following her, whether they will admit it or not.
Right.
Christian is also a big power player, and he's got a lot of relationships that he has formed throughout the game, but he's got a gigantic target on his back, and he was pretty much in everyone's mouth. He just always has immunity. So, I mean,
So, who do you think's running the game? Who's calling the shots?
I think Christian's definitely, he has the ability to get into people's heads and make them, and kind of convince them to work with him, whether they trust him or not. I think Olivia is a pretty big player. And I think there are a couple of people that probably don't seem like a threat right now, but that are really good players, like Ava. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how it pans out from this point on.
Right. So if you were to play again, what would you do differently?
So I went into this wanting to be completely straightforward with everyone, and just be real. I kind of let myself stray from that path whenever the teams first switched, because I felt a little bit of allegiance from my personal life, and I sort of let that get convoluted with the game.
Right.
I did make amends for that and sort of owned up to it and wanted to start on a clean slate, and then my team did save me at that tribal council. So I feel like, even though I made mistakes, I would, I think that I was fairly successful. My name never really came up until a couple of tribal councils ago, which was cool.
Right.
But moving forward, if I played again, I think I would maybe be a little more strategic in the beginning by letting other people talk first.
Right.
So I didn't sort of make myself such a proactive player when it came to tribal councils.
Right. Yeah. And so we're still kind of early, but we are merged, so we're in there. Who do you think is going to win it all?
I want to say Christian, but I know that as soon as his immunities are gone, they're going to topple him. I could really see someone like maybe Olivia or Jenna, just from what I've seen from them. They're really good competitors. And I think that they have a lot of allegiance from different groups.
Right. And lastly, if you were a beverage, what would you be and why?
A Bloody Mary.
That's a great answer. That's the best answer.
I'd be spicy.
Right.
And full of snacks.
Anyway, this has been Clay, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.